Hi, I'm Niall from Gulfstream Boat Sales. Today we're taking a look around this beautiful Regal 2250 Cuddy. It's a 2004 boat fitted with a Mercruiser 350 mag, 300 horsepower engine matched up to a Bravo 3 stern drive leg. It's got just under 300 hours on the clock, and it is a very nice example of one of these Regal 2250. So we're going to take a walk around it now. We're going to show you the condition that it's in, show you all the features inside it, and hopefully help you to figure out whether this might be the right boat for you. The Regal 2250 is just over 22 foot long, has a beam of 8 foot 6 inches, and her all-up weight's around about 1,800 kilos. So it's a nice manageable size for towing on the road, for launching and recovering, but still big enough to take the whole family out for a long day of fun on the water, and even has the space on board for the odd overnight stay. But they're an absolutely stunning looking boat. Really nice lines, you know, the rub rail sweeps down at the stern. You know, she sits up high at the nose. It looks like it's doing 20 knots even whenever it's standing still. Really beautiful looking boat. High-end build quality as well, and this being a Regal. So we've got a nice stainless steel rub rail insert. This boat is white with navy blue gel coat color bands on the hull and deck. Nice recessed dock lights there as well. Condition wise, this one is very nice around the exterior. Stainless steel bow rails look the part, pop-up cleats all the way around her. She has a nice stainless steel cap on the windscreen as well, so lovely windscreen surround. All the wee pop-up cleats all working perfectly. Coming all the way back, there's no real damage on this boat to report. There is one wee previous repair here, which you can sort of see. It actually picks it up more in the camera than it does in real life. There's a very slight difference in color on that wee patch. In real life, it's very hard to see, but the camera picks it up a wee bit more. Coming all the way back to the stern, you got your Regal badge. Rub rail is in perfect condition all the way back to the stern corner. Stern corner is unmarked, no impact damage or anything on it. Got this lovely stainless steel cap over the engine room vent as well. And pop-up cleat up high, so you're not going to trip over it or stub a toe whenever you're walking on board at the transom. The nose of the boat is also in nice condition. No damage on the rub rail or the bow rail. We've got this lovely polished stainless steel plate as well at the D-ring on the front. No real trailer damage either. All looks really good. And then taking a look at the starboard side of the boat, it's also in really nice condition. Again, you've got your pop-up cleats up forward. Nice flat foredeck on these boats, which makes her look very sleek, but also means that you've got some nice usable space up there. We'll take a wee look at it in more detail when we're up on board. Again, the blue hull color bands are in great condition down along the starboard side. The rub rail is unmarked. Windscreen surround and that stainless steel cap all looks the part. Nice polished chrome horn cover, midships cleat there. Coming all the way back to the stern on this starboard side, it's all in really nice shape. Wee bit of damage here on one of the letters and the logo, but other than that, it's all looks really smart. The transom of the boat has a lovely big integrated swim platform, and it's laid with a synthetic teak. I'm not too sure which brand it is, but it's like a synthetic teak decking. So teak with white caulking is carried all the way in through the walk-through there. So nice transom walk-through, so you can get in and out of the boat without having to move any cushions or anything out of the way. So nice big swim platform. We've got a ski towing post here. Nice solid ski towing post with all highly polished stainless steel trim around it. We've got our fuel filler here on the starboard side. Over on the port side, we've got our fresh water tank filler. We've got a little pull-out transom shower in here. We have a retrofitted shore power socket. So there's a wee retrofitted shore power system in this boat hooked up to a battery charger. You plug it in there. You get a trim switch here as well, and a stereo remote. I don't know if that stereo remote's working at this stage, but that's the trim switch. You can trim the drive up and down without having to climb up into the boat. Underneath this hatch, we have a fold-out stainless steel boarding ladder. So 3-step stainless steel boarding ladder, and then you get your handrail integrated into the hatch, so it's easy to climb in and out of the water. This is a great boat for water sports or just for swimming off the back. Obviously the ski towing pole is a good addition, so you can do, you know, and this one, because it has the 350 mag engine with a Bravo 3 drive, it's up on the plane in an instant, you know, top ends at like 50 miles an hour. There's bags of power for pulling water toys, wakeboarders, water skiers. You can sit there on the sun pad as well and put your skis on. So really nice setup there at the transom. The condition of it across the stern is also very good. The rub rail is in great shape all the way around. And that decking, I think, has only been put down in the last year or so as well, as far as the owner knows. Let's take a quick look below the waterline before we hop on board. So this boat, as I said, is fitted with a Mercruiser 350 mag, 300 horsepower V8, and it's matched up to this Bravo 3 stern drive leg. So it probably is the most desirable engine and drive package in this boat. The Bravo 3 drive has twin counter-rotating propellers, so that gives much better acceleration onto the plane, much better grip through the turns, so you get better handling, better hole shot, and it's yeah, a great running boat. So the drive's in good condition. We've got a set of 28-inch pitch props, so stainless steel 28 pitch props. The paint finish on it is in good shape. The skeg is in good condition. Taking a look at the bellows and stuff, they all look to be in pretty good shape as well. I'd say they've been replaced in the recent past. Car trim hoses and everything look okay. So yeah, decent looking condition on this Bravo 3 drive. It's easy to access the boat from either side at the stern because the gunnel sweeps down basically to the waterline. You can easily step on the swim platform from either the port or starboard side. And then with this nice walk through, you know, it's a breeze getting access into the cockpit. The layout in these boats is very nice. So you've got this nice L-shaped lounger seating on the port side. You've got two pedestal style seats up forward for the helmsman and forward passenger. You've got another little filler cushion that goes in here, so you can make a full width bench across the stern. This sun pad folds out as well. We'll look at that. So you've got a nice fold out sun pad at the back, little cockpit wet bar, and then your Cuddy cabin up forward. So nice spacious layout, lends itself to a bit of socializing, but you've also got a good bit of deck space for moving around. So we'll take a look at each area now in a bit more detail. So just down at the transom walkthrough, you've got another pop-up cleat here on the starboard side. Little spot for a wee courtesy flag to go in there. You've got your navigation pole light slots into that socket. Underneath this walk-through hatch, you've got a bit of storage for a possible stern anchor. So that's a dedicated storage spot for a stern anchor. There's also a second battery on this boat, and that lives up in that forward part of the compartment. So once we've come in through the transom walkthrough, you can actually close over this little transom gate. Sort of just secures the transom if you've got any small kids or pets running around. And then we can pop this filler cushion in here to extend that bench seat across the stern. So the filler cushion goes in, and that just gives you another seating position in addition to the wraparound L-shaped lounger. Also back here, we can flip the sun pad up like so, and then fold out this little backresty boil. This closes back down, and you've got a nice elevated sun pad across the stern. Now, condition wise, the boat has all the original upholstery, all the original interior. It is in nice shape. There's no rips or tears or anything, but there is a wee bit of discoloration in a couple of spots. So the top edge of this backrest here, probably just where the tonneau cover lies on it, is a wee bit discolored. And also this wee backrest cushion that lives in there has a wee bit of discoloration on it as well, but they are in good condition otherwise. We also have storage in underneath this, so it's a nice wee lined and drained storage locker. It's easy to get to from either the cockpit or the swim platform. All the hinges are all nice, beefy stainless steel arrangements, and they're all in good working order. We have storage underneath the seats. So all the seats lift up on gas struts to hold them open. Nice big, again, lined and drained storage compartment. This is a self-bailing deck on this boat too. So you see we've got the wee deck scupper there in the corner and another one over there. So makes it a good sea boat. Means if you take any water in onto the deck, it'll drain overboard through the scuppers at the transom. We have more storage underneath this seat cushion. That's a dedicated storage spot for a little cockpit table. So you've got a wee spot for a leg to go in there, so you can set up a wee cockpit table back here. Nice carpeted locker so the table doesn't rattle whenever it's in there. We have recessed stainless steel cup holder, or sorry, handrail and 2 cup holders in that wee pocket on the port side. And then we also have more storage bins around the gunnels over on the starboard side. 2 cup holders in there, wee storage compartment. Nice little cockpit wet bar with a wee solid surface bit of Corian countertop to cover the sink. Pressurized running water. A wee fresh water tank in the engine bay. And then up forward, nice helm station and nicely appointed front seat passenger area as well. So we've got a nice bucket style passenger seat, which is the same as the helm seat, with a flip up bolster. So you can either sit on top of the bolster looking over the top of the windscreen, or you can sit down behind the screen with the bolster folded down. This rotates around to face aft, so you can sit around the cockpit table. You can face aft if you're watching water sports action behind the boat, or just sitting chatting to people on the back seats. We have another wee storage bin down along the passenger side, another cup holder there, stainless steel handrail, nice and solid, and a lockable glove compartment, which is all lined and drained as well. Nice wee spot for lying a smartphone. You can see the stainless steel cap piece on this windscreen, and the stainless steel, across the entire screen, top of the frame. Looks really smart whenever the boat's on the water. Nice rake to that windscreen as well. So the helm station is nicely appointed. This dark coloured dash so you don't get any reflection on the windshield. We got this bucket style helm seat with flip up bolster. So with the bolster up like that, you've got room to stand at the helm, or you can sit on top of the bolster and you're looking clear over the top of the screen. You've also got great visibility over the stern. Or if you want to fold the bolster down, and you're sitting at this height, looking straight through the screen. 5-position tilt adjust on the steering wheel. Throttle and shift lever is nicely located there as well, nice and far forward, so you're not going to reach your arm back. We've got this upholstered armrest as well, which is really good. And nicely appointed dash. So we did do a sea trail video on this boat before we brought it in to the showroom. So I'm pretty sure I've ran through the dash on the sea trail video. Certainly would have talked about all the gauges and stuff. I'll maybe just run through the switchgear with you now and point out a few other wee bits and bobs. But if you're interested in the operation of the dash, how the boat runs underway, then check out our separate sea trail video. That'll be on our YouTube channel. It'll also be listed on the Regal 2250 listing on our website. So if you go to our website, go to the Regal 2250 page, you'll see the sea trail video on there as well. So check that out if you want to see how this boat performs underway. So turn on the lights so we can see what we're looking at. So this is a navigation light switch. Flip it up to turn on all the nav lights, turn the back lights on your instruments. Flip it down to turn on the anchor light only. We've got our horn switch, engine blower motor, bilge pump, docking lights, cockpit lights. We've got a couple of wee blue LEDs around the cockpit so you can illuminate the cockpit after dark. Our windscreen wiper, and that's just that's fresh water pump actually, fresh water pump. 12-volt power socket, stereo remote. I don't know if this works or not. I need to have a play around with that to check if that's working. Ignition switch, and then your instruments there as well. You've got your VHF radio down here also, M-Tech VHF radio. Wee cup holder there. You got your builder's plate showing that this boat is rated to carry 6 passengers plus gear. Nice raised footrest there as well, all molded non-skid. And as well as all our engine instruments, we've got a digital depth sounder too, and a wee steering compass up forward. So nicely appointed helm, looks smart, and all the equipment there is working. So the stereo head unit itself lives in the cabin, but this wee remote does actually work. Now we're not picking up any radio stations, possibly because we're in the shed here, but the wee remote is working after a fashion. So just want to show that. So that stereo remote is there. The actual stereo head unit is down in the cabin. Access out onto the foredeck is through this opening center windscreen section. So it lifts open, locks onto a wee magnet there to keep it open. And then these are your cockpit, your steps, sorry, up onto the foredeck. So what you can actually do is you can rotate these around so that they're easier to use. So nice mechanism, all working well. Quite a neat wee touch. So you can climb up these steps. The foredeck itself is all molded non-skid, so it's safe to make your way out here to the anchor locker. You could also put a couple of towels down here if you wanted to use it as a bit of additional sunbathing space. And we've got our anchor locker here, complete with anchor and road. We navigation lights on there. Get your pop-up cleats. So nice wee setup there at the anchor locker. Nice circular deck hatch, giving you a bit of natural light and ventilation in the cabin as well. Access into the cabin then is via this sliding smoked perspex door. So smoked for privacy. You can also lock that to secure your valuables in there. And then it's just a couple of steps down into the cabin itself. So we've got sort of traditional V-berth arrangement in here with 2 wee side seats. So if you're coming down to change or something, or if you want to just sit in out of the elements, these seats are set slightly lower so you can actually sit up. So you do just about have sitting headroom here. So you have 2 seats, sitting headroom, and then this forward V-berth area. If you are going to make up the bed, these seats lift up. There's like wee frames there. So you lift the frame up. I'm not going to do it now, but you lift that frame up and this sort of sits up higher. So it comes up to the same height as the rest of the cushions. So you've got a full size V-berth up forward, so you can sleep 2 people in here. You've got that opening deck hatch there. You've got a wee mosquito screen for it. We have the all important porta potty as well, with a dedicated storage spot. So if you are out for long days in the water, you've got toilet facilities on board. That's a wee chemical toilet. If you use it, you just take it off, take it home and empty it. Means that you don't have any holding tanks, so there's no smells or anything in the boat. We've got a wee pocket down the port side for storing the anchor pole light, or you could also slide down, fishing rods and stuff like that. We 240 volt socket, because this boat's got a wee short power system, so you can get 240 volt power in here. Little reading light. We mirror up forward, couple of stereo speakers. And then over on this side you get the stereo head unit. You got a carbon monoxide alarm, another wee reading light, and then that same sort of lower set seat there on the starboard side. So condition wise in here, it's all the original upholstery and original materials. This like leatherette seat coverings with fiberglass lined bulkheads behind it, so there's no carpets or anything in here, which is good. So there's no carpets to get wet. It's easy to keep clean. Now the only thing is, these side panels are done with like a velour type material, and they do not age particularly well, so it's a wee bit grubby looking. I've seen this on multiple Regals. It's the same on the cruisers from this era as well. But other than that, it is a nice condition. It's all the original upholstery. There's no rips or tears or anything. Just the velours darkened a wee bit, but the woodwork is in good shape. The leather seats look smart as well. All the wee bits and pieces are all here, all the wee filler pieces and stuff, you can see more of them up there. So you can set the bed up, no problem. We got our original Regal manuals pack there as well. So there you go. So nicely appointed cuddy cabin, in good condition, great for firing, gearing out of the way, storing all your stuff off the deck, or if you want somewhere for the kids to get in out of the elements. If the weather turns against you, they can do that in here. Obviously a location for your porta potty toilet, and then even somewhere to sleep if you want to spend the odd night on board. Just want to show you what it looks like with all the cockpit lights on. So it's got these nice blue LEDs, a couple at the transom. You've got one either side here in the cockpit recess, and there's also one in that little footwell up there also. So you get a nice blue glow in the boat after dark. Engine access is very straightforward. You don't have to move any seat cushions or anything. Just pull this catch and the hatch lifts up on two gas struts. They're holding it open there well. And you get good access in around this Mercruiser, 350 mag MPI. So it's a 300 horsepower, 5.7 litre V8. Great match for this hull. Gives it excellent performance. Super fast hole shot, top speed around 50 miles an hour. And condition wise, it's nice. This boat has come from Loch Erin, so it has been a freshwater boat. So it does look to be in good condition. You know, the pulleys aren't rusty on the front of the engine. It's only run just under 300 hours, so that's pretty low hours for one of these motors. You got your battery isolator switch, battery box, power trim motor, fresh water pump, fresh water tank is in here as well. And everything looks nice and clean and tidy. So you can see from if you check out our water test video, virtual sea trial video, you'll see exactly how this motor is performing underway. But she's running really well, performing great, and looks cosmetically in excellent condition. This boat is being sold complete with this SBS twin axle roller coaster road trailer. So it's a 3-ton trailer, although I would estimate that the all-up weight of this boat and trailer is probably closer to like 2,600 kgs. And the good thing about this trailer is that it has had 2 new axles installed, I think, in the last year. So these are brand new axles, brand new wheels and tires, all the brake cables and everything look to be connected up. So it has basically sort of turned the trailer back to like brand new running gear, which is good because they do eventually wear out. So good, solid, galvanized frame, full roller coaster system with new axles. If you were to go and buy this trailer today, you're probably looking at maybe, I don't know, 5 grand, 5,500 possibly. So the fact that that's in good running order with new axles and included in the advertised asking price is a big bonus. This boat has a flat tonneau cover, which is just a cockpit cover for storage, either on or off the water, or you could use it for towing the boat. But we also have this full set of camper canvas covers. So you've got the flat bimini roof up top, you get the rear curtain, forward screen, and 2 side curtains. And it gives great headroom inside the boat. You don't lose any sitting headroom, even at the back seat there. You've still got full sitting headroom underneath it, which is great. Good forward screen, good side visibility, and then the window in the rear curtain as well. So they're all the original covers. They're in pretty good condition. All the zips and clips and catches are working, and that's all included in the sale. Full camper covers and tonneau cover. So there you go, that's our 2004 Regal 2250 Cuddy. It's a nice boat. It's fitted with a Mercruiser 350 mag, 300 horsepower, Bravo 3 stern drive, which is the best engine and drive combination to have, in my opinion. It's got about 300 hours on the clock. Good spec with the camper covers, tonneau cover, the trailer as well, the included trailer, which is in good condition with those new axles. It is very nice exterior, interior, totally original. And just a nice example of one of these Regal 2250s. They're a popular boat because they're such a nice looking boat. They're very sleek and stylish boat on the water. Great performance with this one, and they're a good size to be an all-round sort of family fun boat. So if you're interested, if you want to come and see the boat, if you want to arrange a sea trial or survey, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Give me a call on the number at the top of our webpage. Send me an email to sales@gulfstreamshop.com, or fill out the callback request form on this page of our website, and I'll contact you at a time that's convenient. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video.